Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys out there are having a great day. I know I am, and today's interesting because I really feel like rejoiced. It's day 51 technically. I think for you guys it's day 52. So it's one of those days where I feel rejuvenated. I feel ready to go. I feel like it's day 1 again. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a 19-year-old businessman, entrepreneur who started an e-commerce business selling beats to rappers. So I've been doing that. Yesterday I had 2 sales calls that went very well, but just didn't close. It was right there. They had their credit cards in, it just didn't work, and I blew it. I was very upset with myself. And so in terms of customer wise, I think I have a call today that's very loose. You know what I mean? I was set up on like Sunday, so it was like, I don't think it's gonna work. Today's Tuesday. I don't think the person's gonna pick up when I call or answer my messages. So that's annoying. But we move forward, and by moving forward, what I was doing today was, what I've done already was I did like an hour straight of Shopify, just going through, adding my credit card plan to it, like memorizing everything, getting used to Shopify app, and I've had it for over like 3 months now. I'm getting good at it, but I'm getting good at understanding exactly how it works and exactly what I'm doing and where everything is on the app. But the payment plans is the only thing that apparently I thought I had. I just didn't focus on it very much. So now I'm very focused on it a lot. So I'm really in on it this time. And in terms of how I feel, actually, though, my voice feels a little weird. I feel like, I don't know if you guys hear it, but it feels a little growly today. And energy-wise, I'm feeling more up than usual. Like the last few days, I think I've been getting like almost 8 hours, like right around. And there's just such a difference between getting almost 8 hours of sleep than getting 9. That 9 hour sleep is just, I think, rejuvenating. I'm way up. I'm way in it. And then I made some beats. I sent out some custom beats, some free beats. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I'm waiting on 6 emails. So by Thursday, 2 days from now, if I get those 6 emails, that would be fantastic. We already broke 70 emails. Like we broke 70. We're in a high range. You know what I mean? I feel like it is only 70. It's like we could do more. But I think I'm gonna have to start using social media for that just a tiny bit, in terms of like TikTok and IG Reels, and trying to just promote it a little. I think one every 4 shorts or TikToks, I'll start doing it, because just to get it on my side, or start changing them up in terms of making it more personal to me, like this is. You know what I mean? This feels super personal and super a reminder of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Which is to be grown up, to be an adult. This is why I'm doing this, to be an adult that's free, that can make my own decisions, to say that my 20s weren't wasted. I'm not even in my 20s yet, but to say, hey, listen, you did it. You know what I mean? You accomplished something. And that's it. I can live on an island somewhere after that. After that, I can live on an island somewhere and focus on art and focus on things that truly matter to me, like family and all that. And obviously, this goes for me personally. A lot of the things I say, I hope don't come off very preachy. It's the last thing I want. I want it to come off as my perspective, right? There's a big, big difference between my point, and my point is correct, and you should listen to my point, and my perspective, and this is how I did it, right? 2 different things. For me, I want to show you guys a perspective and show you guys my side of the story and how I did it and how I'm going to do it. There's a lot of future involved with this, and to see how I'm gonna make it, and to see, to see in 10 years from now, looking back, what I'm gonna think of this and everything. It's really weird. Honestly, that's the best way to put it. It really is odd, And even though I think I only did like about 2 hours of producing, it was a very productive 2 hours. I also have the beat pack almost done. The boom bat. I'm creating if you guys know what that is, boom bat. It's like old school 90s hip hop. I'm making a beat pack of that. Trying to get good at it. You know what I mean? Trying to find all sectors of that niche, And yeah, so it's one of those things where I think a lot of people are interested in it. A lot of people with money would be interested in it. I don't mean to be that guy, but it is true. A lot of people, so that's kind of like the product that I want to go towards and learn how to make the music better too. So even if I don't sell the VPAC or it doesn't become one of my products, it is something that I've already practiced doing. It's something I'm already seasoned in. Not really seasoned, but I've practiced in. All right, so I'm going to move on right now. I'm going to go straight into probably sales, then cold outreach, or vice versa. One of those. And I'll be back to you guys. I'll be back to you guys at like 1 p.m.-ish, around 12, somewhere there. See you there. Let's do it. So I just finished everything that's difficult for the day, and I actually was on the phone with, I've been doing some affiliate marketing to practice cold calls. Which I don't know if that's a good idea or not, whatever. But I'm doing it anyway. I was contacting some business owners, and because some days I just don't get opportunities to be on the phone with any rappers or anything like that. So I figured, all right, this will be the first day, let me do it. And I did it, and there was one guy I was on the phone with, and he was a very rich man, and we were talking, and he told me, hey, I appreciate you saying all that, because I was like, you actually help people. And he was telling me how he does actually help people. I mean, what a positive guy. And he's saying how much these people make and how much time it takes to do this, how much time he spends on work these days. He said, I think only like a 20-hour work week. Dude, right? I mean, a 20-hour work week. Picture that. That's unbelievable. And he was telling me it as almost advice, I want to contact him again because he's someone that seems so aware of the situation he's in, how grateful, how helpful it would be to be grateful for the situation that he's in. It was really unbelievable. It kind of shined the light on me for a second, where I was like, oh, this is what it can mean. It's unbelievable. It really is. And I think a lot of the advice he was telling me to give, he was saying give, and don't ask. And I've been doing that with this. I want to give you guys content. I want to give you guys a lot of content. Maybe it won't be the most quality from minute to minute, but at least you have something to look forward to, right? Every day I'm coming out with these videos. And I mean, it really struck me as something that was, and it was the first phone call too, which is wild, but it struck me just like right there. It's like, wow, man. Really is unbelievable. But then I went on to do some more cold outreach and things like that for the business, and it worked out. It was cool. I didn't love it, but it was cool. At the end of the day, it's a job. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It feels like at the end of the day, it's a job. Got to do it. Got to get more people on the list to get more custom beats, to get more people on the phone, to get more money. That's just how this works. You know what I mean? And we're going in that circle, and I'll keep going in that circle. You know what I mean? Like, why not? What's the harm? You know what I mean? It's miserable, sure. You know what I mean? Sure, it's not great. It's not fun. It's not. But damn, what could come out of this? It's not a Lamborghini. Not just a Lamborghini. It's not just, you know what I mean, leather seats and luxury. It's things that are more important than that to me. I used to talk a lot about this one guitar I wanted, because I used to play guitar really heavily. I still do. And this one guitar I really wanted was a Les Paul. And if you saw Les Paul and you're a bit of a rock fan or anything like that, you would recognize the guitar. A lot of famous a lot of famous rock stars had that guitar. Zeppelin and Guns N' Roses, right? And I mean, it was It was something I dreamt of, and I still do. I don't have it. I don't have a Les Paul. To me, it's not even a material thing anymore. For me, it's something that kind of, how do I put it, symbolizes a dream I once had, to be like these guys. And even if I can't do it in full fruition, because I don't really want to, right? Even if my wants changed, that one guitar, I really wanted that. And this is how material things can become something literal. Not literal, something meaningful. That's the best way to put it, something meaningful. And that's what that is for me till this day. That guitar is something so meaningful in my head, what it means to have it. You know what I mean? Screw it for other people. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even show anybody. I would just play it myself, and I would think I'm the most awesome person ever. Just ripping on a Les Paul or practicing scales. Even doing boring stuff like scales. And make it also symbolize discipline. The discipline that I did have when I was a little kid to learn the guitar in the first place. Right? So, it's really just unbelievable. It's unbelievable how a lot of the people I've met kind of convinced me on material things, because I realized, little kids don't. When I was a little kid, I didn't really want material things. My curiosity was so large that I only wanted things that were meaningful to me. And that was it, right? And we can't quite understand what a material thing is, because we don't care what people think. Little kids, almost across the board, don't care what people think until they hit a certain age, right? And they become more conscious, and they become more self-conscious. And then there's the idea of impressing somebody, whether it's your parents or whoever it is, a little kid, impressing somebody or matching somebody else's level in a competitive style, but an unhealthy competitive style, to the point where you're doing things, you end up with a life that I've seen people end up with, where they have things for other people they haven't even tried to start on themselves. It's like, and what did you want? You forgot this is what it's about. It's about you. What did you want? And at this point, they don't even know. They're so out of touch with their kid self, their younger self, that they had forgotten. So, I'm going to move on now. I'm like, weird segue, but I'm going to move on now to do some IG Reels, do some TikToks, and I'll be back to you guys after everything, when I'm done with all of that. So let's do it. So I just finished everything I have to do for the rest of the day, and I feel good. I feel great. I really feel at ease. You know what I mean? I feel like a soldier, at ease soldier. You know what I mean? Like, I feel nice, ready to go, rejuvenated. It's the best word I could really use, rejuvenated. I'm ready to see what the rest of the day has to hold. I was going to go for 10 hours today. That was going to be a bit of a thing that I was going to do. But I don't know. It feels like I want to spend time with the family. I miss them. I have some stories to tell them, and getting the workout in and getting used to today would be nice. I'm glad everything really worked out. Really, really worked out. All the sales ideas, like everything is starting to come into place. I was saying on the podcast before that everything, when you think everything's going to work out, when you have everything planned and you think you know it all, that's when everything crashes down. So I'm not going to say everything's going to crash down. It's not. But I'm aware. I'm like, listen, am I as smart as I think I am? I'm overanalyzing, making sure that I'm hyper aware of who I am as a person and who I am on these videos or anything like that. So I just don't let anything slip away. That's why I make these videos in the first place, so that I make sure nothing slips away from my fingers. It feels like some years just slipped away, like 2017, right? It's like that was a random year. It just slipped away. Gone. I'll never relive 2017. No, that's it. It's done. You know what I mean? It's a pretty bleak way to look at things, but it is true. Whereas some years feel like they lasted forever, like 2020. Right? It's like that feels like we're still in it. Yeah, I mean, um, can't believe it's been 4 years since then, right? Isn't that unbelievable? It's already been 4 years since COVID. Um, yeah, another election, another Olympics. That's exciting. Another Olympics is really exciting. I love the Olympics. I don't love like what they do to get there. It's not very fun. How they like destroy cities sometimes, but the competition of it is nice, and that'll be cool to watch. It feels like it's always on. It feels like comfort. I used to be obsessed with it when I was a kid. We watched the 2012 Olympics in my dad's friend's house in his house. We were watching Michael Phelps. I think he lost in 2012. If I'm not mistaken, he didn't do very good. But then it was 2016 when he came back with Ryan Lochte, and they all came back and they all just killed. You know what I mean? They all just murdered their way to the freaking to gold. And I remember being a little kid like, yeah, you know, you know what I mean? 2016, I was like, what, 11? 19 now? Yeah, I must have been like 11. Weird. But yeah, man, it's been quite a journey even just today. From beginning to end. I knew in the beginning of the day I wasn't really nervous. I was like, we're gonna go for it and have a nice comedy show. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna be a comedy show, it'll be fine. And it was. It was really like today was really dapper. It's the best word I could use for it. Today was really dapper, and moving forward tomorrow, oh boy. I'm like, just to even think about tomorrow makes me like, all right. It's gonna be a fun one. I don't even know what's happening. Nothing's really I have nothing going on, but just to think about cold outreach again and sales, it makes my heart like race. I'm like, all right, let's do it. You know what I mean? It makes me a little excited. So yeah, I am excited for tomorrow. In the next few days, I don't know where this is all gonna even. I don't even know where it's gonna lead to, man. I'm just going with the flow at this point. At this point, it feels like it's taking my habits are taking control of my mind, where it's like I'm just going for it every single day. It's moving me towards a great place. My habits, as I get up, I do producing and cold outreach and sales and this and editing, right? As I do all these things, it feels like, yeah, although I don't know where this is going to go, I feel like I do. I'm so confident and certain and in my point that it doesn't even bother me. You know what I mean? It's what it feels like. Whereas it used to bother me a lot. And I'm like, I don't know. I think this is confidence. I think this is what real confidence feels like. It doesn't feel, for me, confidence used to feel dangerous. You know what I mean? Confidence used to feel like something that I shouldn't have. Something sneaky. Now it feels like something that's so obvious. It's obviously I'd get it done. Why? Because I've got it done in the past. Didn't you see? And if you don't know, then I did that. You know what I mean? And I used to think the confidence was going to be this grand feeling of like I did these things and now I'll be confident. And it kind of was. Where it was like, I'm a bit of a different, I walk a little differently now because I know I put myself through a lot. And now, after 50 days of putting myself through a lot, I think my eyes look a little bit different. You know what I mean? All right. On that note, I'm going to end the YouTube channel here. Or not the YouTube channel. That's not ending. The YouTube video. I'm going to be ending the YouTube video here. And, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.